All right, welcome to Succah Daf Yomi. We're on Succah Daf. What Daf are we on, Yehuda? I have a new guest today. We're actually from a villa in Har Shmuel, next to the kever of Shmuel Hanavi. We have the whole family here. So we're going to do a family-oriented Daf Yomi shir. Yehuda, you ready?
Yeah.
We can have questions from the audience. If anyone has a question, we're willing. My new brother-in-law Avi, he likes to ask questions on the Gemaras. So you have to open it, Ezzy. We have a beer. We have beers here for everybody. Yehuda, here's a beer for you. Oh, you have to open the beer. Okay. Open it for me.
Daf Yomi,
Daf Yomi. Yehuda's been waiting to be part of my Daf Yomi share. There's a waiting list actually to be part of the, Shmuel.
Wow.
There we go. That was the beer opening. So now we're ready to start. Actually, wait, we broke the beer? We need a beer. I can't start the shir without a beer. It's a rule on vacation. You have to have a beer before you start the Daf Yomi shir. All you people. All right. Here, send me a beer.
הם משחקים עם הכדורים שם.
All right.
They playing with the balls.
All right, we got the beer here. Another beer for here. Yehuda's a beer.
I don't know one.
All right, we're going to start here, the bottom of Yoter Amud Beis. The bottom of Yoter Amud Beis. The Gemara was talking about machlokas between the Mishnah, between Rav Lezer and the Rabbanan, about what you could use for Succah. Yehuda, you're going to have to pay attention if you want to be part of my shir. If you want to get a return to the chavrusa part of the shir, you have to perform, It's not enough you have to ask questions, you have to be involved. My mother watches this year, and she says whoever joins me has to speak clearly and into the camera. Okay. So the Gemara says, Ela Amar Rava, 4 lines from the bottom.
You didn't start from the Mishnah now?
This is the bottom of Yud Amud Beis. We're doing Daf Chof today. So yesterday we were trying to resolve, what if you have a stam intention to make a mat for Succah? If it's a big mat, so it's for shchiva. Lots of steps here. It's a big problem over here. So a lot of kids almost fell down the stairs. All right, hopefully no one will fall during this year. So the machlokes is that by a big mat, the normal intention of a person is not to use it for sleeping. It's for use for Succah. So therefore, it would be good. It was not makabel tumah. It would be good for Succah. But if it's a small mat, then normally it would be. So Rava is going to try to answer for Rabbi Lezer. By a big mat, everyone agrees that it's normally made for sichach, not for lying down. Therefore, it's kosher Succah. The machlokas between Lezer and the Rabbanon is by a small mat. Tanakama savar stam ktana l'shchiva. He holds that a regular small mattress is reeds is made for lying down. It's makabel tumah. It wouldn't be good for Succah. Lezer savar stam ktana. Nami the Sichah, it would be good for Succah. So we're on top of Chafam and Aleph. Hachi Kamar, Machatzel Sakanim, Gedola. Hey, Sivia, my daughter. You're interrupting the shir? Baruch atah.
זה לא פורים, זה דף היומי. בשטויות.
לחיים.
מה אכפת לי שירות? אני מפוצר.
What happened, Edgy? What did you do here? Edgy, you shook it
מה
too
אכפת
much.
לי, שישמעו.
All right, listen, this is the beer over here. It's foaming over here. All right.
זה לא מזוי. נו, היה.
All right, והאחי כאן, מחסר הסכן גדולה, עשה לו שכיבה, מקבל תומו עם מסכן בה. If it's a big one, then you made it for shchiva. It's makabel tumah, you're not mesach. The time with the asal shchiva. The reason is because you made it, you had intent to make it for lying down on it. Hastama nasa kamisha asal sichach mesachin ba. But if you had a small one, it was stam das, so then it was like you made it for sichach, for schach, and you're mesachin ba. Aser belezer lemeimor achas tanav achas dola stomach shera l'sichach. He holds whether even if it's a small one. It's made the stam das to make it for Succah, and therefore it's kosher. Amar le Abayi hachi Rav Lezer Omer achas tanav achas gdola. Why does he say whether it's small or big? He should say achas gdola achas tanav. The chiddush is on the small mattress. So why do you say achas tanav achas gdola? It should say achas gdola achas tanav. You understand that, Yehuda? Yehuda learns
just
Masechah Sukkah at least 25 times.
Why just say
Before this vacation, he was learning it 25 times.
Why not Fuch?
What? That's the Gemara's question. Exactly. Yehuda. Very good. All right. So the Gemara says, "Achaz Gdola Achtana mi Baile, va'od ki pligi b'Gdola hu de pligi." We have a different brisa where we see the machlokes is by a big schach, a big mattress. Rebezer lechumra. Rebezer actually goes lechumra. The sign mechatzelas hakanim b'Gdola mesachin ba. If you have a reed mattress, if it's a big one, so you use it for schach. Rebezer omer. He says if it's not makabel tuma, meaning you made it for sichach, you didn't make it for lying down, so the stam das would be also for shchiva, and even a big one would be possible. El Amar of Papa, you can't say that. Bektana kuliyamalo pligi the stama l'shchiva. By a small one, the stam das, everyone agrees is for lying down. It's possible for schach. He pligi b'gdol. Machlokes by gdol. Tana kama savar, and our Mishnah holds stam gdol l'sichach. He holds a regular big one is for schach. Lezer savar stam gdola nami l'shchiva. He holds a regular big one is also made for shchiva. It's also even made for lying down, and therefore would be possible even a big one. Umay asal l'shchiva the kamar. What does it mean in the Mishnah? Asal l'shchiva. Hachi kamar. Stam asiyasa nami l'shchiva. Even if you make a big one and you made it with stam das, you made it for lying down. Ad avid l'sicha. Until you expressly made it for sicha. Now the bride is going to go to a different machlokas. Tan Rabbana, mechatzel shel shifa v'shel gemi. Let's say you had a mattress made out of these things called rush. Arso calls them rush. Avi, what's rush? Sukkah. What's shifa and what's gemi?
Don't know.
Avi learned in yeshiva for 10 years. He doesn't know what shifa and gemi is. He just married my sister-in-law, and Rivka, what do you think about that? Your husband does not know shifa and gemi. You're thinking about it, you made a mistake, right? I'm joking. No one knows. No one in any the world knows what shifa and gemi is. Even our school has no idea what it is. They say it's called rush. I don't know what rush is. Anyway, it's a soft type of material. If it's a big one, then you can use it for schach, because normally you made it for sichach and not for lying down. But if it's a small one, you can't use it for schach. But if you made it out of reeds, like what we've been talking about until now, gedula misachin ba. If it was braided, you can use it for schach, because when you braid the wood together, it's very it has points, it sticks out. So therefore, it's not comfortable. You're not going to lie down in it. Aruga ein misachin ba. But if it's woven neatly in a nice way, so then you can't use it for schach, because normally it's made for shchiva. Rabbi Yishmael, Rabbi Yossi, Omer Mishum Aviv Achazu v'Achazu Mesachim. But he holds a big chiddush, not like the Tanakh and Aglezer. Even a small one is stama made for not lying down, for sicha. V'chein hayar Rabbi Dosa Omer Kidvara. Rabbi Dosa agreed with Rabbi Yishmael on this. Tanan Hasa. We learned in the Mishnah over there. Kol chotzos metamin tamim meis div Rabbi Dosa. All the chotzos. We're going to see what chotzos actually mean. Are metamin tamim meis div Rabbi Dosa. The chum omrim medras, and they say it's tamim medras. You know the difference between medras and tamim meis?
Tamim meis.
What's the difference between tumas meis and medras?
It means that you touch it. If you touch it, it's
not exactly touch it. What is medras, Avi?
You go on it. You walk on it. Medras is like walking.
You lean on it or you sit on it, right? If you sit on it, you lie down on it. It's metami tumas medras.
Yeah, it needs to be something that's really cheap.
What is the chumrah of tumas medras? Yes, it has to be
cheap.
Something normally you sit on, right?
You can't sit on something that you sit that's not really cheap. It's not mamis kabela.
Right, exactly. What's the difference between tumas medras and tumas mace? Is there an afkamina? Is there a difference between the two? Tumas medras actually is makai. It transmits the exact tuma that it was sitting on it. So if an ava tuma were to sit on something, it would make the actual seat an ava tuma also. Tami mace just transmits ava tuma, would make it a rishon tuma. Okay, so kol achos metavin tami mace divrei dosa v'cham omrim medras. They say medras. So Gemara says medras. Gemara says medras in tummy mace low. It's only with tummy mace is is more makel than medras. Hana tan kol matami medras, matami tami meis. Anything which is matami medras is also matami tami meis. For certainly, ema off medras. So what we're meant to say, the medras. As he is in charge of opening the beer bottles, if you're watching at home, open up a beer. It's the summer. Enjoy a little bit. As he knows how to open beers even with soda bottles. Where did you learn these skills from, Azzy?
Everything is super delicious.
When he was in yeshiva, he learned these skills. This is what they do in yeshiva, boys and girls. They learn how to open beer bottles. They're not busy learning. They're opening beer bottles. All right.
It's not true. It's not true. It's not true.
It's not true? What do you do in yeshiva, Yehuda?
You learn.
Yehuda, how do you open up your beer bottle in yeshiva? Let's say you're in the middle of like a seder.
I don't open a beer bottle.
You want to drink a beer. What do you do?
I don't want to drink a beer.
You don't drink a beer during seder?
No.
What is this? What kind of yeshiva do you learn at?
Only in Benazmani to drink beer. Only in Benazmani to drink beer.
Can you drink beer when you're learning also? I guess I'm bucking that trend over here.
It doesn't go together.
Alright, let's continue. So the Gemara says, "My chotzos." What does it mean, chotzos? Amar Rav Avdimi bar Amduri marzuvli. It's marzuvli. My marzuvli. What is marzuvli? It's a weird word. Amar Rabbi Abba mizavli. It means leather bags. She says it means reed mats. Reish Lakish goes according to the reasoning. That means reed mats. I'm the kapara of Rabbi Chia and his son. When the Torah was forgotten, when Klal Yisrael went to Golus after the Churban Abayis, Ezra came from Bavel and he restored the Torah. Chazra v'nishtaka. Then it became forgotten again. Allah Hillel Bavli v'yista. Hillel came from Bavel and he taught the Torah again. Chazra v'nishtaka. Alu Rabbi Chia banav v'yastua. Rabbi Chia, in time of Rabbi, reinstituted some laws that had been forgotten. And this Reish Lakish is telling you the halacha in the name of Rabbi Chia. That's why he says Areni Kaparas Mishkavo. Lo nechleku Rabbi Dosa v'cham. Rabbi Dosa v'cham argue about this chotzos al mechatzel shal usha. The types of reed mats they had in Usha. Usha was a place that they used to lie down on their mats. Shehein Tmeos. Those are Tameh because they're made for lying down on there, and therefore they're Makabel Tuma. The Shel Tveria, Shehein Toros. The ones in Tveria, you know, does anyone go to Tveria? Who likes to go to Tveria over here? Yehuda, well, not Yehuda. Yehuda. Ezzy, when you go to Tveria, you bring reed mats with you?
Sure.
In Usha, when you go to Usha, what do you do? What do you bring? What? In Usha, well, it says the Gemara says in Usha they used to lie down the mats. In Tveria, no one lied down the mats. Yeah, they went jet skiing. All right. Okay, 1 second. Mishal Tveria shein toros. Almen nechlaku. Al shar mekomas. They argued on mats and other places. Mar Savar came in the lake of the Yosef Alayu. Since no one sat on them, it's like Tveria. But Mar Savar came in the Mikra v'Yosef. Sometimes people actually would sit down. It wasn't frequent. Kedusha damyan. Anyway, you see from this, Reish Lakish holds that chotzos means reed mats. So the Gemara says, "Amar Mar kol chotzos metamin tamim meis divrei dosa." It's metamin tamim meis divrei dosa. Devatanya, but we have a brayso v'chenya yeridosa omer kidvaro. Dosa just said before that you could use it reed mat for a sukkah, so it's not makabel tumah. Then he says that chotzos are tamei meis. So if it's tamei meis, makabel tumah, and if it's makabel tumah, you can't use it for schach. So how do you resolve this question? No kasha. How do islay gedanfa? How do islay gedanfa? If it has borders around the reed mat,
Shulayim.
yes, it has exactly shulayim.
It goes up
the
with,
Hebrew
yeah.
words. Yes, it has on the borders. You can put things in; they won't roll out.
It's a base. As a base kibble.
A base kibble. Yehuda lamdish for the base kibble. What does the base kibble mean?
It has a place to put stuff inside.
And why is that something which makes them a kabel tumah?
Because it's a kli.
Ah, Yehuda! Very good. All right. So the Gemara says, the Iskana had the lace gedan for Meisive. Chotzos shel shem shel gemi, the shel sak shel shel. Let's see, have these chotzos, which was the machlok, is what they mean. They're made out of shem and gemi. Avi, you have a chance to redeem yourself. What's shem and gemi?
Can we get a song for the share?
Rivka wants to sing a song. What song do you want to sing, Rivka?
No, joking after.
All right, she's not gonna
By
sing
the
any
way,
songs.
there's a Paris Yisrael that says, remember this is Chesed Mechzer in the Gemara, we made the mission.
Yeah.
What's the point of making the Chesed Mechzer? Because it didn't fit with the song.
Didn't fit with the song?
They had a special song to sing each Mishnah. And the reason it was Chesed Mechzer was because
Ezzy, would you like to sing a song in honor of the Daf? What's the song? All right, he's not singing songs tonight. Rivka's gonna sing the song, but not during the Daf Yomi shir. All right. Anyway, who knows what Shem and Gemi is? Shem and Gemi is a type of bush, a type of grass. Shel shach v'shel sphira is made of hairs, sackcloth, and horsehair. Matami mace. They're matami tumas beis divrei dosa. Chomerim af medras. It's also matami tumas medras. Bishlam l'man amar marzuvli. What does chotzos means? It means leather bags. Shel shem v'shel gemi, where you have these reed-like mats. Chazu l'kinta de piri. They're made for. You can make it into a bag to hold fruits, big fruits. Shel sak, shel sphira. The ones made out of hairs are much less holes. Chazu l'gulki v'sani. You can put beans and you can put small grains in them. El l'man da'amar mechatzelos mamish. According to Reish Lakish, that chotos means reed mats. The ones made of hairs, they don't have thin holes, so you can use it as a cover, as a thing to cover like a wall, to serve as a wall. Then avasa, and you can use it to sieve as a sieve to filter things out. El shel shem shel gemi, l'maychaz. Do they have bigger holes? What are you going to use them for? So the Gemara answers lin is diyasa. You can use it to cover vats of beer. They use it to cover vats of beer. How appropriate. We're drinking beer. And we're talking about beer in the Gemara. Can you believe that? The Hashgacha Pratis? Yehuda, what about this Hashgacha Pratis? Have you ever had Hashgacha Pratis like this in your whole life?
Yeah.
We're drinking beer, and the Gemara talks about...
I have all the time Hashgacha Pratis.
Like what? Give me an example.
Example.
When did you have Hashgacha Pratis in your life?
Today.
What happened today?
I forgot to bring
An undershirt.
Yeah.
And what happened?
So I bring my big towel.
Yeah.
Chaluk Megevitz like this. I add something to wear.
So you wore a towel instead of a shirt?
Yeah.
he needs a robe.
A robe. Oh, robe.
Sorry.
Okay, all right. So you wore a robe instead of a shirt.
Yeah.
Is this acceptable on vacation to wear robes instead of shirts?
No, but I didn't have something else to wear.
Is it acceptable to wear a bathing suit and a t-shirt when you're giving a shear?
No.
And drinking a beer? Is it acceptable? Avi, is it acceptable?
No.
Well, let's take a vote over here. How many people think it's acceptable? Is anyone? All right. No one thinks it's acceptable except me. What?
Call it a tish package.
As he thinks it's okay. All right. He wants me to wear a tish bekasha. I don't know. I guess I'm the opposite of the tish bekasha. All right. We are sitting at a table actually here. So, all right.
And
So the Gemara says, what?
I got also someone bring me
What?
undershirt. Baruch Hashem.
Someone brought him an undershirt. Can you believe it? He didn't have an undershirt. He called someone up and asked them to bring an undershirt. And the guy remembered and brought the undershirt. Is that Hashgacha Pratis or what? All right.
Yeah.
It's real Hashgacha Pratis. All right. So the Gemara says, Ika da'amri, bishlam alamanda mechatzelos mamish. That we're really talking about, like Reish Lakish says, talking about reed mats, shel shem, shel gemi, these soft materials, these reed-like materials, chazlan is yasa. Then they could be used to cover vats of beer. Shel sak, shel sphira, chazal the parasin vasa. They could be used to provide mechitza in a room and as a sieve. Elamandar marzuvli, that means leather bags. Bishlam shel sak, shel sphira, the ones made of hairs, chazal gulki v'sani. You can make them to hold beans and grains of wheat. El shel shem shel gemi l'may chaz. What are you going to use it for? Chazu l'kinta de puri. You can use it to hold big fruits. Tanya, Amar Rabbi Chananya, k'shirati l'gola. When he went to Golos, to Chutz La'aretz, Masasi zaken echad Amar li mesachin b'budya. He said you can make schach out of budya, out of reed-like mat. Shabbat Yitzhak Rabbi Yeshua, Achi Abba. When I came to Rabbi Yeshua, the brother of my father, my uncle, Hodel Advar, he agreed to him. Rav Chisda, Huda Leisle Gadanfa. As long as it doesn't have Gadanfa. What's Gadanfa, Yudo? Shulayim. As long as it doesn't have a rim. Amar Ula, Hani Budista B'nei Mechuza, these mats in B'nei Mechuza, Al Malik Kirshalahen Mesachin. If they didn't have a rim, then you could Mesachin with them. Tanya na Mihachi Mesachin of Budya, Mieshlan Kir Ein Mesachin land. You could Mesachin with them if they don't have a rim. But if they have a rim, then you can't masachik with them. And it comes to be, it seems like the maskana of the Gemara is that like Rabbi Dosa and like Rabbi Rabbi Yossi, they say even a katan, as long as it doesn't have a rim, is kosher for schach. And that's why we're allowed to use reed mats on sukkahs. Who here everyone here uses mats on sukkahs, right? Okay, my wife needs akum also. I have to hurry up. I'm already hurrying up. Anyway, it's only 20 minutes. I'm giving a shiur on vacation with all these distractions in only 20 minutes. I'm doing good, right? Right, Yehuda? What? Masha Tomer. He agrees with me, basically. All right. We finished Sukkah. We finished the first parak of Sukkah. Wow. Mazel Tov. We're making l'chaim. We finished the first parak of Sukkah. Chaim Tov l'shalom. L'chaim Tov. All right. Next. Let's start the next parak. Hayashan tachas amita b'sukkah. Someone who sleeps under a bed in a sukkah, liyotzi dechavasi, not yotzi yechova, because you're under the bed and you're not under, and you're in the sukkah. Amar Rabbi Yehuda, Nogan hayinu shayinu yeshedim tachas amita b'fnei azkenim. We used to sleep under the bed in front of the elders, in front of the rabbis. They said it's okay. They didn't say anything. Amar Rabbi Shimon Ma'aseh b'Tevi Avdo Shur Gamliel. There was an incident with Tevi, who was the Eved or Gamliel, Eved Knaini. Shayoshan Tachas Amita, he was sleeping under the bed in the sukkah. Amar Rabbi Gamliel, the Skanim, Gamliel said to the rabbis, Re'isem Tevi Avdi Shatam L'Chacham V'Yodea She'avadim Turim in the sukkah. He knows that the mitzvah of sukkah is mitzvah seisha zman grama, and therefore avodim, which are compared to women, are pater for the mitzvah of sukkah, and that's why they're sleeping under the bed, and they're not taking up the room in the sukkah where other people have to sit. Therefore, he sleeps under a bed where he's not yotzi the mitzvah. From this incident, from his quip, we can learn that you sleep under the bed, you're not yotzi yechova. So now the Gemara asks a question: it's missing. It's not 10 tefachim tall. How could the bed be an OL if it's not 10 tefachim tall? What do you think, Yehuda? You learned this. How could the bed be an OL if it's not 10 tefachim tall?
That's the question.
What?
That's the question.
That's the Gemara's question. Yes. What's the answer?
There is a sorrow.
You're on the ball. You're on the ball today, Yehuda. Thank God Shmuel was unavailable today. Actually, he could have been available, but I'm on vacation. We gave a special edition shiur. Yehuda knows his Gemara inside and out, so he knows the answer. Tirgama Shmuel Mita Asar. We're talking about a bed that has 10 tefachim. Not awesome. We learned over there in Olos. Let's say you had a hole that water or bugs or corrosive salt got in and made a hole in the rocks. Or a pile of stones. Or a pile of lumber. It forms an OL. If Tumah is underneath it, it acts as an OL and it brings Tumah to something next to it under the OL. If you don't make OL, if it's not made with the intent for being an OL, these things which happen by themselves, the rainwater got in there. You have to have kavanah. Exactly. That's what Rashi says. Is there a different shot in this? Do you have a different shot? Avi, did you ever learn Masechah Sukkah? Did you ever learn Hayasha in the second parak? Do you have a different shot and it says OL she'eno asur b'dei adam eno OL? What does that mean? Simple. What's the simple explanation? What would you say? When I first learned this Gemara, I said the simple explanation is that it's not made by man. You didn't make the OL, right? Because we're talking about it was a rock and the salt got in or the water got in and formed an OL. Not that Rashi says that it was made by man, just not with his intent. He didn't intend for it to be an OL. That's the interesting thing. So the Rashi is not the Pashup shot over here. So that's the chiddush for today. You can think about it for tomorrow. Anyway, it's been fun, Yehuda. Thanks for joining me. Any last things to add? We have a round of applause for the shiur. Daf Yomi shiur. Einhar Shmuel. That it wasn't made by man. It was made by the OL formed through natural means, through the water formed the OL. All right. Until tomorrow. Have fun. Bye.